Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the GDFL Netball Show. Of course, joining me this morning are our panel regulars, Fiona Clarke and Kristy Krywula. Good morning, girls.
Good morning,
Birdie.
How are we on this cold Saturday morning?
It is a little bit chilly this morning.
Yes, still battling with the cold.
Still battling with the cold?
Didn't give it off last week, so hopefully I can give it off this week. Watch out.
And Fiona, it's good to see you joining us this week.
Yes, a little bit of a mix-up, but anyway, that's okay, I'm back.
Missing in action last week?
I was AWOL, but that's okay.
AWOL?
Yeah.
Beautiful. All right, look, I think what we might do now is we'll have a look at the first game of the round. Last week, Inverleigh 55 defeated Thompson 35. Kristy?
Yes.
No great surprise there, I suppose. Inverleigh,
No.
I thought probably they'd come away with this win.
Still travelling along nicely. Seems to be consistency with those players that are getting in the best as well. I see Nicole's in the best again this week, so she's obviously dominating through that centre court. We know that Thompson are still getting it together, so well done to Inverleigh. And if we look at the ladder today, we now notice that Inverleigh have risen above East Geelong on the ladder to 5th spot.
You had to mention East Geelong, didn't you? You couldn't help yourself. You had got
We're talking about a change, and that's what I noticed this week in the
right.
in the ladder.
It's only going to be for a week. It's all right.
Okay.
We can live with it for a week.
All right.
Maybe.
And also Thompson on the other hand, Thompson have gone out and shot 35 goals. And you know, like I said last week against us, they came out and shot 32 or 33. So each week they're slowly but surely improving, getting a few more goals on the board, which is good to see.
Yep, fantastic.
Of course, the next game, Krywula 48 defeated East Geelong 30. Fiona?
Now, Birdie, what happened down there? You know, I guess Krywula are a strong team, and I think it was always going to be a good game, but what happened?
Yes, look, I think quarter time it was 9-all, and then in the second quarter, you know, they really did step up Krywula. Michelle Rosakis in goal attack, Nick Traynor in goal shooter. Michelle, of course, the former Firebird player and former Krywula coach for the last couple of years. And they really did gel well together. Sonia Harris played in wing defence. Sarah Bromley was back in goalkeeper. And I think with Sonia in wing defence there, that movement and the extra height through the centre court there, very hard to combat. And, you know, I tried to do a few things at half time. We were probably 9 down or 10 down at half time. But, you know, to the Krywula girls' credit, they withstood it and they just kept going. And Nicole Traynor, very smart in goal shooter there, just her experience really did shine through at the end of the day.
And what can we say for where East stands now, considering they've probably had some losses amongst the top teams? Is this a reflection of where you actually think your team is at, or do you think your team can do better than that?
Look, I think that at this stage of the season, the halfway mark, we've still got a lot of improvement. Sure, we beat Belpost Hill a few weeks ago, but you know, flash in the pan type game, you can't take much from it. You've got to be consistent, and that's our problem at the moment, just being consistent week in and week out. Yep. So, look, we've still got improvement and we've still got a very young side. A lot of people forget that.
And clearly Mel is still second on the goal scoring ladder. She's 135 goals actually behind Kim Martin, but clearly she's still doing quite well.
Well, of course she is. You know, and the rest of the field's even further behind than that. So look, for a 15-year-old girl, her and Shay Rowbottom, you know, you can't ask much more than what they're giving. So, you know, I'm happy with that. Brittany Chapman, goalkeeper, she's only 17 as well. So still young side. Yep. We'll get there.
Yeah, sure.
Next game, Belpost Hill 77 defeated Geelong West 21. Fiona?
We always knew going into this game it was going to be a big battle for us, and Kim Martin played 3 quarters and shot 45 goals. So her height was just killing us in goal shooter for the 3 quarters, and her height and holding ability was just, we couldn't get around it. We changed a few things up as well. I think Gail just wanted to have a look at a few different options for further games coming up in the track that could be a bit closer for us, just to have a look more mid-court. So, but look, a nice clean game. which everyone, I think, walked away feeling that. So,
Yeah.
you know, not too bad, still a closer result than what we've had in the past years. And that's, as I have said before, that's the aim of our games.
Yeah, and you've had 2 tough weeks now. You played Werribee the week
before.
before and you played Belpost this week. In comparison to maybe the way they played, did you find Werribee a lot stronger, or did you feel that Belpost was up to the mark as well, or how is that? Can you compare those 2 teams just to give us a bit of an idea?
They actually play quite different netball. I probably found Belpost's play up the court a little bit more predictable, in saying that we still couldn't stop the ball.
Yep.
Their height there stopped that, but you could read the play.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
So,
yeah, if you haven't got a 6-foot-something keeper to play against
That's right.
Kim Martin, but you know the ball's going in there. There's nothing more frustrating. But as you said, you knew
you
it's
could
predictable.
see it. It was a little bit predictable, so
Okay.
that's a big difference.
All right then. Next game, Anarchy 45 defeated Belmont 28, and a comfortable win there to Anarchy. About 28 goals Belmont put on the board. I think, Fiona, it's a good result for Anarchy.
Absolutely. Look, I think Anarchy are cruising along quite nicely as well. I think it was going to be a win for them against Belmont anyway, but Jess Bellwood was back this week. I'm not sure how many she shot, but you know, she can shoot them up there, so I think that makes a difference with Anarchy.
Sure. Of course, the next game was the game of the round, and boy, what happened up there, we're still not sure. Werribee 20 defeated Winchelsea 15 in a game that I think lasted for about 17 or 18 minutes. You're up there, Kristy. Tell us what happened.
I was up there. Well, the game started like we were all expecting it to. It was very, very close. Standout players in first quarter it was goal for goal actually, first quarter. Julia Nightingale shooter, fantastic. Her footwork is so quick and so good. As soon as she's got the ball in the ring, she's hard to stop. However, I think Amanda Wilson was holding her own against her, and Amanda Wilson certainly improved a lot. Her rebounding was her biggest thing on Saturday, which she was able to do, being quite tall. Amy Worth, is it Amy? Amy,
Yes,
who was
Amy
playing
Worth.
goalkeeper for Winchelsea, had a fantastic first quarter. And also, I must say, there was players missing from both teams. Werribee didn't have their strongest team in there. Danny didn't step on the court first quarter or second quarter for that matter. And then, unfortunately, there was an issue where the game ended up being called off due to an umpire's decision for the umpire being abused.
Yep.
So,
Okay.
yep.
All right, then we might talk about it a bit later on. But
Sure.
the North Geelong, the last game, 44 defeated Bannockburn in a 20-goal win, and that keeps North in touch, I suppose, with the 5, game or 2 out. So, that's good for North there. Look, we'll go for a quick break, and we'll be back in just a moment.